Will Project Motor Racing have decent AI and single player when it launches? Well, to find out, at Sim Racing Expo, we got a chance to try a pre-release version of the game and to race against some artificial intelligence in the form of a bunch of MX-5s on Daytona. The sound quality in this video is terrible, the camera angle's wonky and my driving is questionable at best, but hopefully this should still give you a reasonable idea of what to expect. Remember to subscribe so you can unsubscribe when I tell you that the game you enjoy the most is actually terrible. Clicking the like button will cause a hamster to spontaneously do a backflip in Lithuania. And of course, thank you to everybody that sponsored our Sim Racing Expo trip. They are the ones that allowed us to go outside. Blame them, don't blame me. Right guys, we're jumping into the MX-5 here with some AI for our first time ever seeing the artificial intelligence in Project Motor Racing. You have like a nice little intro when you drive of the cars on the grid. If you've never been to Daytona or seen it on TV for this, the Indianapolis road course, Indianapolis is Daytona, what am I talking about? If you've never seen the Daytona road course with MX-5 Cup cars, well, you need to see it, it's incredible. So we're going to go to our vehicle and we're going to race the AI here. Let's see how this goes. So I think we can have up to 32 AI in this. The AI are using the same physics as the player, and they are quite challenging. We've got the AI here on 75% difficulty, and they're all they're jostling and battling there. That's nice to see. I've got a bit of sand on my wheel. I'm gonna come in from behind them. Come on, bloody hell! I'm in the wrong gear. You can see it there already. The AI are actually fighting themselves. And with the difficulty on 75, they're a bit slower through the corners, and we're now on the tail here. So, thing to note here with the AI, they're not just doing absolute convoy driving. See that there's a white and red car in front there, battling side by side, and they're not totally spaced out ridiculously. Obviously on this track, especially around the oval, there should be quite a bit of drafting. Oh, we're going to go around the inside. Here we go. First overtake after an entire lap. Oh! So when the AI hit you, even if it's you driving into them, you will feel it quite aggressively through the force feedback, but it does support you leaning on the AI, and it didn't just magically insta-bing us, so that was quite nice, allowing for a bit of 90s BTC style driving action if you want to get aggressive on the driving. And here we go. So this is the oval part of the track where you definitely would expect to see quite a convoy as everyone's trying to draft. So it looks like they've actually programmed the AI to properly take advantage of that drafting. The chicane, okay, we're going to cut the track a bit there. Fortunately, track cuts are off. I was expecting a bit more turning from that. Not too bad actually. So that type of chicane with AI is often a place where they just park up and brake erratically, but they all got through that nicely. I think on a harder difficulty setting, they'd be even faster. Not noticing any like obvious total AI breakdowns. You guys all know I'm a mega fan of the original Assetto Corsa, but yes, as you know, the original AC, its AI is utterly insufferable. This though, a bit of tyre coming off the car in front. He's going for a move. You know, this is actually producing what looks like a normal race. I'm very skillfully here keeping my car at the back so we can watch the AI battle. You know, I really want you to be able to see what's going on with the AI. Let's work our way through here. No real defence from that car. He just gave it up there. I don't know what sort of aggression settings they'll have, or like
how it will work for single player, if you'll have some AI that are more aggressive than other AIs, or like, you know, if you're doing a career mode, if you do some punting, if they remember it. I don't think they have stuff like that, but it'd be good if they did. Up the inside here, up the inside. Yeah, punt to pass there. He did give it up a bit. But at the moment, I'd say, in terms of the AI, I do think, I'm not sure if it's an aggression setting, they don't seem to be as aggressive or as battling as hard as the AI in Automobilista 2, but they are obviously a lot better than AC1 AI. A bit reminiscent, I'd say, of Race Room AI, actually, in terms of the nature of what they're doing. A lot better than Gran Turismo AI from the last time I played Gran Turismo. A lot more forgiving on the car contact with the AI than a lot of sims, I think. Race Room's very unforgiving when you contact the AI, especially if you rear end them. I don't mind that, but this seems less forgiving with car contact with AI than, or we're sandwiched, we're boxed in, less forgiving than Automobilista 2 though. So the AI cars definitely feel very heavy. They don't, when you knock them, they don't sort of just absorb your hit, if that makes sense, which is a thing with Automobilista 2. And I'm so slow. Got one more lap to go here. I haven't noticed any of the cars behind us particularly capitalising on us or attacking us. So I don't know. Again, I don't know if that's an aggression setting, but from a basic functional standpoint, this AI seems pretty decent. It's not absolutely blowing my mind. You know, I'm not seeing anything from the AI here that's something I haven't ever seen in a video game before, if that makes sense. But this is perfectly raceable AI. A lot cleaner than your average iRacing race. Look at this exit here. This MX-5 actually, from a handling perspective, really easy to drive in this. Again, the grip gain and loss is quite sharp in Project Motor Racing, which I quite like, but it means that you're going to have to be really on the accelerator, the brake and the steering. I've not really got this car into a sort of drawn out slide to really know how much how forgiving it is holding it in wider slip. I don't feel like we even need to drive it like that though. Give it some way. Oh, we're punting him. The AI is just he's taking it. Let's just absolutely wreck him. But yeah, no, the basic handling on this Mazda seems pretty nice, to be honest. It's the first time we've driven it. Obviously, it'd be better to drive with a proper round wheel with the Mazda stitching on it. But as far as I can tell here, I think this would be absolutely superb. The MX-5, again, for jumping online racing and for ranked racing, if they run this MX-5 a lot, that'll be absolutely perfect. You don't need to be driving the fastest car in the world, like GT3s, Formula cars, you know, hypercars. They're great, but MX-5 produces a much it allows lower skilled and higher skilled drivers to drive together whilst not being a boring car to drive, if that makes sense. It's compelling enough for a skilled driver to still get really fun sort of driver experience and also feel like they can improve, get that extra tenth out of it so that everyone can drive together. We should get rid of GT3 basically and just have MX-5, I think. And also I've been saying to Project Motor Racing developers straightforward that they desperately need to get a radicals in this simulator. Let's fake him. He's gone onto the traditional racing line there. Oh, can't quite get down into the gear without locking the wheels there. this is a terrible performance that we've put in this race, but a great demonstration of the AI doing a full race without anything really crazy happening. So the real test with AI would be to, I think, like Formula 4 type cars, or maybe even some faster Formula cars, some F1 cars, and multi-class. So this is just a little demo, obviously, with the MX-5 here. Again, as always, trade show's not the best environment to really fully test things, but hopefully we'll have a press version of this at some point, and then it'll be in people's hands and they'll be able to test it themselves anyway. Up the inside, look at that, beautiful driving. Let's try and punt him. He's taking it. I'm gonna put him in the wall. Oh, I don't know where he's gone, but there you go. That's the AI in Project Motor Racing and the Mazda MX-5.
As I say, sorry about the audio quality, and the filming could have been a lot better, but this was the first insight I could capture into single player racing, so hopefully it's useful for those of you that wanted to see what it might be like when it launches. Till the next one, guys, thanks for watching, happy tea drinking, take care, and goodbye.